Hey everyone, welcome to another Tuesday edition of The Horseman. Hey Jeremy, nice to see that you're here already. Uh, Hopefully, we got some more people that'll show up here pretty quick. I tried to get it scheduled for 8 o'clock, so hopefully, I didn't mess it up too bad. Yeah, this is going to work. I'm showing four people in already, so we'll get this thing going here. Tonight's chat's going to be a little bit different. If you can tell by the title, we're going to kind of look back on where the Horsemen started from, where they've been, and hopefully where we're going to end up going. So, to start that off tonight, we're going to bring on the first member of this group who hosted the first live on his channel, Charles himself. How are you doing?
What's up, everybody? Welcome. There we go. That's better.
So, got a question for you. I'm going to try to
Yes, sir.
do this real quick. Share this.
Welcome, Jeremy Knapp, Stable Clips, Randy. Welcome.
Does that look familiar?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's the very first stable. Well, that's the very first live of four gentlemen talking about what Funko's done in their lives. That's even before the Horseman was a Horseman group.
That's right. That's the precursor to the Horsemen.
Yep.
With you and Jeremy and Rob and Charlie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That live lasted almost 4 hours, I believe it was. I think by the end of it, we were all crying. Yes, and do cry, believe it or not. I do.
Yep.
I do cry. Yep. And not just because I ate chips. So it's okay.
But that was before we were doing any of those strange challenges.
Yeah. And really, the group started with Rob sending a message to myself and I believe Jeremy. Hey, let's get Danny, this below average gaming guy,
Right.
over 100 or 200 subs or something.
Yeah.
And then we
Hey Charlie, long time no see.
Hey Charlie.
Yeah.
Hey Charlie.
Yeah. So that's just what I want to talk about a little bit with you. It started with the four of you.
Yep.
And what was the impetus to get the four of you on that first live?
So I don't remember what exactly it was, but I knew that Funko had done a lot in all four of our lives, and I think there was something going on in the YouTube community at that time, a little disruption between different people, and we just wanted to put some positivity out there into the community, and I think we called it Positive Tuesday or something like that. I don't think we remember it, to be totally honest. But I think that's what we call it. We had a great, considering I at that time maybe had, 300 subs, maybe. Jeremy was 800 or 900. Rob was less than me. Charlie, he doesn't even have a YouTube channel. But Motivational Wednesday, yeah, that's what it was. Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, it was a Wednesday. And then we changed them to Tuesdays because BOP is Wednesdays, so didn't want to do that. But there was just a lot going on, and we just wanted to try to put some positive spin on collecting in the world I was part of, that these guys have been part of for longer than me, of course. Look at their collections, Jesus. Yeah. I reached out to him. I said, I'm nervous as hell, but let's do it. So we did.
Nice. And so I'm going to bring on the next guy who was in that picture with you as well.
Yep.
Jeremy, welcome. Good Lord.
Sorry. Mitchie and I were looking at it, and I do remember it was a Wednesday, which was weird. And then
it was
something like Motivational Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
And it was all positive, and I do remember all of us crying by the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think there were a lot of personal revelations that day, that night. I remember being on it or watching it, and chatting with you all. Um, so we started with the four of you gentlemen. You started doing lives together, called yourselves the Four Horsemen,
Yep.
and then you started the group chat. Like you said, Rob got the group chat going and said, "Hey, let's get me to 100 subs." Brought me into the chat.
Yep.
About that time, Charlie started his second career with photography,
Yep.
and then took a step away, which brought me, I guess, into the live portion of it. Um, and Charlie is just doing amazing with his photography now. If you don't follow him on Instagram, Studio 34 Photography, he's posting amazing pictures almost every day. So glad to,
Yes.
super glad to see that taken off for him.
Yeah.
Uh, so I guess my question for you guys is, what what is it you think that the four of you that brought you together to be able to open up like that, to build that online relationship with each other?
I think we all had the thing in mind. Yes, we collect. Yes, we like what we collect, but that's not our whole lives. Jeremy has a huge heart for charity. I have a huge heart for charity. Rob does. All the horsemen do, even up, and we try to do everything we can. Personally, that's what I think brought us together.
It was an interesting time because Charles, you mentioned it. There was some discord in the Funko community, and I don't mean the Discord that we all chat on. There were things going around in the community that happened from time to time. It's not. It's a sea of personalities, and not all the time does everybody agree on things. And so there have been some things come up and happen, and really pushed. Was kind of driving a wedge between parts of the community, and it was a time for us to, I think, step up and do something motivational, positive. And then in doing that, I think that live stream solidified everything because we all learned so much about each other. And it wasn't just us on the screen, but it was the people in the chat too that were sharing their comments and their experiences. And it built this other thing that was deeper than Funko. It was far beyond Funko, and that's what really set in the friendship and the what we have created and built on from there.
Exactly.
And so, trying to remember, because I'm old and my memory sucks. How long was it, like, the four of you before you guys brought me in? Was it a couple months, few months?
I'm the same age as you. I don't know.
Yeah, but your memory's better than mine.
So I just looked back. The first live was May 11th. I don't remember how long it was before we brought you in, to be honest.
Okay.
So,
These were coming up.
I know Ryan at one time had all that information, dates and everything.
Yeah, I used to have it too, but I think it's been like 2 years
think,
ago.
I can see him backstage and his head's down, and I think maybe he might be looking up some of that information. I could be wrong. He said,
Okay.
"Yeah, it was. I know that I don't know how long you've been doing YouTube at that point. So you said it was what, April?
It was May 11th,
May 11th, 2021, right?
2021.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess I had been doing YouTube for a year and a half, a little over a year, 'Cause I started in March of 2020, and then I don't know, remember when exactly you started. Rob had obviously been January, and then
January of 2021. Yeah.
And Charlie was just a thing where, you know, we chatted on live streams like Sunday Night Live and whatever else, and then he lives in close enough to me that I traveled through his town, and we met up in person and we became friends, and then it just was natural that
Sure.
would happen that
Yeah.
way.
So that fateful live with you, Charles, that was what, your fourth live that you had ever done at that point? So you
Fourth
had
or
one with
fifth.
like Cisco and Nancy and a couple others. Of course,
yeah.
Jeremy was doing pops and a pint and everything else. So he'd done 100 of them by then. But
And Charles on his fourth live.
Yeah, I think I had 4 maybe. I think.
yeah, I knew it wasn't very many.
Mitchie were the first. Jeremy, Mitchie, and then Templar Pops, and then Rob, and then the 4 of us. Yeah.
Okay.
I think. I'm wrong, probably.
So the 4 horsemen then added me, so trying to get me to the 100 subs, which greatly appreciated and got me there pretty quick, if I do remember. So we started doing this chat, and then the next person we brought in was Randy.
Yep.
This gentleman right here.
And then the flex began, and it was all over.
I wore my purple shirt for you, Randy.
Yeah, I see that.
So, Randy, what did you think when this strange group of guys contacted you about joining this group?
Oh, I was shocked because I'd only maybe done 4 or 5 videos, and then Rob yelled at me, and he was like, "Hey!" And I was like, "Heck yeah!" Nervous as crap. Nervous.
What do you mean? You still are. What do you mean?
Yeah, believe it or not, back then it was even quieter than he is now.
Yeah.
Myself included. It took me a long time to get to talking too.
I remember how important it was for us to find new channels that were growing, were just starting, and wanting to try to help build them up. And I just remember that being a very important thing. And I remember that's, when we found you, Danny, and then when Rob did a lot of the legwork back then. He found you, he found Randy. It was, bringing people in, and that was exciting. That was fun.
Yeah.
I think the ironic thing is that I gave Rob a shout out to try to get him to 100 before I hit 100. And he turned around and was like, wait a minute, I thought you had more subs than that. And that's what he tried to give me. And then, he brought Randy to our attention. He said, you're going to love this guy. And yeah, he was right. He was a pretty good talent scout for us.
Yeah.
So you said you'd only done a handful of videos before?
Yeah, it was like 3, maybe 4. And then he hit me. He's like, "Man, I've seen where you started. Man, your collection's growing really, really big. I'd like to help you out and get you some subs. Would you want to come on live with us?" And I was like, "Heck yeah."
Yep.
Charles, I didn't mean to cut you off. You were going to say something?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Cletus, yes, everybody on the panel does, and in some capacity, and we'll get into that more here as we go.
Yes, and some more than one, and some more than any person should have.
Yeah.
But we have wonderful moderators on this channel, and they do a great job of dropping links. So I'm sure if you scroll up or down, they'll have links to everybody's channels and Instagrams before this is all said and done.
Awesome.
All right. So now we brought Randy into the fold. Mr. Flex a lot, smacking us down every week, showing us the great things that he got and making everybody feel bad about their own collections. This was before he became the Blacklight King, because I don't think they had blacklights back then.
Yeah.
I think that's where Randy really hit his niche, is when they came out with the blacklights, and he just like, purple!
Yep.
Pretty much.
He just started dusting everybody from there.
He went out and got his 4th job so he could get them all.
Right.
Right.
So the kid, dang, I did whatever I had to do for Blacklight's Den.
Yeah, Mr. Crispers, exactly.
I think we're still waiting on that link.
It's still being edited.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. All right, and then I think with the next person that we had that came in, brought us a whole new set of eyeballs and a whole entirely new perspective coming in from across the pond. If I get my cursor in the right spot, here he is, Mr. Milky himself.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
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 Hello. So you did put me on the spot, Jeremy. I did go find out the day that I joined the Horsemen. At least I know that day.
Yep.
Which was?
So I joined on the 11th of August, 2021. And it was on Poppy Missouri's channel, and it was called Let's Talk Funko versus Funko Europe. And I was introduced onto the panel at 18 minutes and 40 seconds. I'll drop the link in the chat in a couple of minutes if you want to go check it out.
So 3 months in.
Yep.
11th
3
of
months
August,
in, and we
2021.
went from 4 to 6.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There was Randy on the panel with literally looks like a shaven head. Has no hair on his head.
Yep.
I think Charles is still wearing the same. No, it's a different sweater. I was going to say it looks like the same sweater.
No,
You
different
weren't
one.
bearded, were you?
No, I wasn't.
And then
It was I.
and then Charles was like this kind of beard, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because shortly after that, I lost it.
Yeah. It was not long. It was right after that.
Yeah, 2 weeks maybe.
Yeah.
And I did what I did tonight. What I did the same night I joined. I went on a ride with my friend. That time it was the bike. This time it was the scooter. And I got here, and you guys were live as always on Tuesday when I got home. And I watched you guys for a couple of weeks before even speaking in the chat, and then just started talking. Everyone was so welcoming, and I think I reached out to Charles and Jeremy and said I'd love to come on and talk about the stuff over in the UK and how different it is for you guys, and it just went from there. I think that one live, after it you said let's put Milky in the group chat, and I never left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember there was quite a bit of discussion before that, and if we wanted to continue to expand the group or not, and we're like, well, yeah, we got to. Milky's he's here. He's ingrained himself with the rest of us.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty easy invitation to send out there.
Well, I very much appreciate it. I really do. And as I said, everyone on this panel is family to me, and everyone in the chat is family. I love everybody on Tuesday nights. It still remains to be my favorite night of the week, and I do some crazy live streams in the week.
So I do believe it was probably around this time too that we realized that there were more than 4 of us. So the 4 Horsemen wasn't quite a fitting title anymore, and we decided to change the name to the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, which I think it took us a year to figure out how to spell it.
That's so true.
We all spelled it different. Yeah.
And I still have to this day when other people call us the 4 Horsemen on live streams, and people will shout it out and they'll be like, the 4 Horsemen are live Tuesday, and I'm like, it was never the 4 Horsemen for me. It was always the Apocalypse.
I just remember Charles started the Instagram page, and I was like, that's not how you spell it.
Down here in Missouri, that's how we do it.
Right, down here in Missouri.
Yeah, I think everybody spelled it slightly different.
That's what the fun part of it was. It's like,
Yeah.
So at this point now, we're on our 3rd different iteration of the group. Charlie's taking a leave changed the name. We expanded it to more people. And then, the collecting market started changing so much and new products started coming out. Sodas came out, NFTs have come out. The focus is, switched so much.
Mystery boxes died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I started leaning on somebody pretty heavy to try to edit videos for me because when it comes to that stuff, I'm completely lost. I did all my own videos beforehand. They looked like the guy who did it didn't know what he was talking about.
So like mine.
Not using any editing software, but I think it was Microsoft Photos that I was using to edit my stuff. And slowly and surely, this next guy here just kind of slid on into the picture.
Well, hi there.
Right in the corner where he belongs.
Listen, Buster.
It just worked out that way.
I guess so. Hi.
Hey,
So, tell us your story about joining the group there, Sonny boy.
My dad's in it. Like, I never really knew anything about Funko. I was just like, my dad's in it. I played Fortnite with Jeremy. I knew Ryan before he became a horseman. And it was, yeah. And then it just kind of spiraled out of control. And now I'm here.
And then he's seen how bad this whole production was. He's like, hell, I got to get in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I think I joined when I still didn't really know what I was doing with editing. So.
But it was a fun journey because you took on the role of trying to teach a bunch of old guys new tricks.
Yeah.
And I say,
So y'all ever heard of Discord?
Right. Well,
What?
no, first it was, remember when you got your dad to live stream on OBS?
Yep.
Oh my God, what a nightmare that was.
That was
Right.
so much fun.
Oh my God.
That was so much fun.
Right. What a nightmare.
Well, remember, we tried to do StreamYard the first time, and it wouldn't do it because it had the 24-hour rule.
Correct.
And then I tried to do it again, and my microphone didn't work. So I'm talking, and you can't hear me, so y'all are jumping in and asking the questions. I'm like, wait a minute.
Mark, I think that's a fantastic point, and I want to address that because there's a whole conversation about that I'd love to go into at some point during this live.
Yeah.
But AC, it was fun because, and I don't mean to interrupt Danny, but it was interesting because you were already friends with Milky.
Yep.
And then I was playing Fortnite with your dad, and then you and Milky, and then you wouldn't talk to me for like the first 5 matches.
I remember that.
Okay.
He was so shy in the chat, wasn't he?
Yeah. So here's the story, right? I played with Fortnite with Jeremy, with my dad there for like 2 days, 2 whole days. And I woke up to my dad and Jeremy playing Fortnite, and I was like, I'm tired of not talking. Jeremy, what's up? Here I am. This is what I sound like. I want to win. Let's win.
And that was natural, and it just went from there.
Yeah.
Never stopped talking to each other. So that was cool.
Yeah, the C parted and everything.
Exactly. See,
Yeah.
I can make that in an edit. So.
And then as his knowledge base grew, he kind of showed us a lot of it and expanded what we were able to do. And then somebody mentioned something about a Discord. And I'm like, God, I hate Discord.
I thought we were talking about,
Right.
Right.
And then some people were like, I've never heard of this before.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
I think me and AC were talking on Fortnite sometime, and he was talking to me about how cool Discord was, and I had no idea what it was, and he introduced me to it. I know I started my server, and I added the Horsemen in there so that we could all chat along. And then I think Jeremy just fell in love with the fact that it was so easy and so cool to talk with each other, and we could literally send images, videos. It was basically everything we wanted in one platform.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a great place for the Horsemen to hang out, and it just came across the path of maybe we could expand this, and that's how Jeremy and AC got their brains together and come up with the Discord Horseman, the Horseman Discord,
Yep.
which has had many iterations over its lifespan.
Right.
Yeah.
And then with the explosion of NFTs that came out, then the Discord took on an entirely new life of its own.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the blood that runs straight through the NFTs is what keeps it going.
it does. Yeah. I mean, that's 75% of all discussion on there has something to do with NFTs.
Mhm.
Yes.
And at the same time, brought in so many new people for us to meet. Again, a lot of that's to Jeremy with the NFT crowd. He's saying, hey, you know, I helped you with this, but here's our Discord. Come check us out too. We've met some really cool people on there as well.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of you guys and gals that are with us every week are a member of the Discord as well. You know, it's a great place to hang out and talk Funkos, NFTs, Pokemon, trading cards, just whatever, you know, you want to talk about. There's a place there for you.
I had an Instagram memory that popped up. It's about a year and 3 days since the first Discord trivia night that Jeremy hosted.
Yeah, that was
It
fun.
was just over a year ago. It came up on my Instagram the other day.
It was
That was
just
a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was just explosive back then. You know, it was just constantly. I remember half the people that have left our Discord was left it because of all the notifications. Like it was, what a great thing, right? Because that just meant it was so active, and yes, it's slowed down. But I do remember, like the community that we built was about bringing people in too, also who were new to whether it was NFTs or collecting or anything else, and giving a space to just freely talk about it and learn and have people in there that were willing to teach and help others. Because hell, I'm in Discords now, NFT Discords, where I feel like I'm inferior, like I can't hold up to these guys that are in these Discords, and I'm the guy that spent half my damn life savings on these damn NFTs. So you would think that wouldn't be the case, but it's so uncomfortable in some of these other Discords, albeit great. They are great Discords. They're just uncomfortable for a new person. Everybody's speaking well over your head, and so I remember that becoming a kind of a place to go for new people.
Yeah. So on that note, I want to read something. It's in our personal chat in the Discord, but it's from Rob. I don't think he's going to have an issue with me reading this. It says, you guys have done amazing things together, and it's born the best Discord I've found, and y'all converted me from hating Discord, and he hated it. Couldn't figure it out. Couldn't do anything.
He deleted it and ran away for a bit.
Yes. To really enjoying the platform. You have given a lot of people who seem to feel they have no place a place to feel to be themselves. Follow your hearts and you'll never land in the wrong spot. I was the same way. I wasn't a fan of the Discord. I'm not all that active in it now, but at times I am, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I just remember thinking, holy crap, we've been limiting ourselves to Instagram, just typing a message this whole time, and this is like that on crack. Like it's. I
don't know why you paused. It was literally
because I was trying to think of something bigger than crack. It's like speedball Discord.
Is that plumber crack or crack?
It's literally a good advertisement. Discord is the crack of Instagram.
Yeah, it's wild. Video chatting. I mean, we can do the things that we're doing right now on here on Discord, and just a community group thing over there. So it really just opened the door to a whole different.
And yes, we haven't even mentioned duck races. Like that was a later iteration to the Discord, but still, they have been a very popular thing that continues to go on. And again, thank you to Rob again, because I know Rob gave us the ducks. We could use all the ducks, and we can have all the horses and the puppies and whatever we want.
Yeah, because we started doing the waffles, and we were just wheel spinning.
And your commentary is legendary.
Thank you.
Yes. Definitely. If I ever start a dog track, you're my man. So
excellent. Good job. I'll take it.
And I want to give props to AC as well, because we've said many times that there has been many iterations of the Discord, and AC's been the backbone behind it, controlling it all and making sure that it all runs smoothly, and we don't have crazy people in there going absolutely nuts. Like, I know Jeremy hates memes, especially syrup memes.
Well, specific memes, yeah.
Yeah, specific memes he absolutely hates, and I remember he would get his Wiccan, whatever you want to call it, and you'd be like, stop with this stuff. Almost banning people because it was just constant.
Yeah. Anytime I say I don't like it, you're going to get like a flood of it, and that's great.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
The Discord thing, I want to say real quick, if I can, the Discord thing that was something that we introduced. We got introduced from AC, obviously, and then we all went to your Discord, Ryan.
Which still AC was running,
Right. And so we all worked through that, and then when we decided to do the Horseman one, Discord is. Let me. AC, you might disagree.
No,
Discord,
I disagree.
Discord to set up and just have a basic Discord platform can be fairly simple. There's a handful of steps, but to create the things that we created, the multiple channels, the multiple layers, the multiple memberships, the multiple this, that, everything. And I don't mean memberships. Doesn't cost anything to be a Discord member. But all those things took all of this background stuff that nobody sees. It's all the behind the scenes stuff of setting up the Discord, getting the bots in there, how you register when you sign in and agree to the rules and get your role and all those things. All that doesn't just happen. It happens because AC, you spent that time and set that up. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. It was fun.
And there is a link in the chat there if anyone wants to join. Still, there's plenty of room for everyone.
Oh yeah.
And of course, Aiden knew this because he ran the Discord for his esports organization for 2 years as the president of esports. So, he had that knowledge base and was able to. I tell you, there were many times that Aiden would look at his phone and goes, "Oh my God, Jeremy broke something again. I gotta go in here and fix it. What did they do this time? I gotta go in, or there'd be a message. Hey, AC, how do you do this? I think I broke it.
I just go in and add things, and change things, and be like, well, if I break it, AC will fix it.
Yeah.
Really,
And Big
it's
Easy,
only
right.
the internet.
Yeah.
I can't really break it.
Yeah, exactly.
I second that.
Big Easy is right. You could send me a text and a Discord message at the same time, and I'm always going to answer the Discord first. That's how much I've come accustomed to it. And I didn't know anything about it. I hated it as much as everyone else.
It's just convenient. It's very convenient.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you know how to mute the whole thing and just forget about it and go in there when you want to go in there.
Yep.
And so we're growing at this point. We're getting new people in. We're rotating who's hosting on Tuesday nights. And that became a bit of an issue because we never knew who was going to host. We've been having calls all day long on Tuesdays. Who's hosting this week? What channels are going to be on? Whose channel going to be on? So we talked and decided about having a centralized location. Aiden AC editor, whatever you guys want to call him, had started this channel, Stable Clips, in order to promote everybody else. Short clips from all of our channels, get in there, get a quick laugh, draw you over to our individual channels. So it was, hey, why don't we move the lives over to Stable Clips as a every week so that we can find it. And we can cut down on the confusion of who's hosting this week. And we can wanting to, oh, good Lord.
Sorry.
Yep. With the intent of trying to create a stable viewership so that everybody knows where to come every Tuesday night, regardless of who's hosting it that week. They know where we're going to be. Now, at that point, nobody was monetized. I think Jeremy was close. You were hovering around that 900 mark which seems like forever.
Yeah.
And you were the closest of any of us, of getting to that point. So that's how we got to be where we are on this channel. The channel is run by the editor, Ether, AC, the talking dot up in the corner. And for the last year, however long we've been here, he's been our tech support on this channel. So when you see the little memes that pop up, don't care, don't blah, 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 pound it, that's his stuff. The fancy stuff in the background sometimes can be rather annoying. That's all the stuff that he's done. And he continues to monitor it as well. So that's where we're at as a group. Now, I think we've noticed, along with everything else, StreamYard's a great tool, but it does have its limitations. And I know this is something that Jeremy mentioned that he wants to come back to, where Mark made a comment that he feels like a horseman as well. And part of the reason for our Discord is that's what we wanted. We want everybody to be a part of the horseman group. Now, unless we want to spend a lot of money, you can only have so many people on a live.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had multiple discussions and realized that as far as the official horseman on the live, we can't have any more people.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at as far as these lives numbers wise. Did you want to continue on about the horsemen?
Quick fun fact: we're 1 week away from 1 year on Stable Clips.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next week, the 30th of this month, is the 1 year on Stable Clips. I just checked.
Yep.
Wow.
And you were hosting then, Danny, too.
I remember we had some tough discussions about it through our group chat that we had at the time, because there was always somebody who we wanted to help and chatted with a lot. And like, I remember, I know, right? Thank you. I remember Obi, I think, was one of the first ones. Obi, we spent a lot of time with Obi. We spent a lot of time with a number of different people. And I remember there were discussions about, do we add this person? Do we add that person? And I remember taking the position, and I just want to own this because I don't want anybody else to, is I remember taking the position of, we're going to have to draw a line somewhere that we're all horsemen as a family, but this thing's going to have 38 people on the thing. And if we added this person, then why wouldn't we add that person? And why wouldn't we add this person? And you just start naming down everybody over here on the chat, and they're all, they're all, it's not so. The Horseman was just a title for the live stream, but really it was about the community. It wasn't about us individually. And so I think that's where the birth of the Discord and things like that all kind of helped solidify that it's a whole family thing. It's a whole community, not just 4, 5, 6, 7, however many guys are on the live stream that week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can only handle one Randy.
Yeah.
Especially come holiday season when he pulls out some of the strangest costumes and inappropriate sweaters known to man.
Yeah, I had a mental thought yesterday that Randy was shy, and then I instantly just deleted it and was like, no, that dude is not shy in the slightest.
Yeah,
I just don't get why he won't open up more on a live stream.
You and I were talking, and you said something about Randy being shy, and then he went, well, wait, he's shy until he stands up and shows his carrot and pieces of coal on his sweater. And I'm like,
Exactly.
You're like, he's not shy. Nope.
I missed that tree, Randy. Completely.
Yep. So, Randy had Big Easy as his stalker. Charles had a stalker for a while.
He did.
Yes. And I don't even have a
My
tree.
stalker moved on.
I don't know what happened to mine.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to yours either. That was, yeah.
And then we've kind of grown with. I had my F Cancer shirt on earlier, but I guess I put on weight since then, and it doesn't fit very well, so I had to take it off.
The dryer shrunk it, I promise.
It don't say F cancer. It just says cancer now because
Yeah, the F is around the corner.
It's more just like ants.
yeah.
Oh, nice. Cutting down the trees and sitting in the hot tub. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
So that was cool. Last year we had, some of us were able to make it up there in person to help out with the second iteration. And I know you got big plans for the future ones. It's ought to be a lot of fun and excitement.
Yeah, I am the bonus, Christina. Don't forget that. It's setting up to be just bigger and better all the time. I don't know how. You're right.
The NEPO got him.
Hey, Nadia.
F Cancer was obviously something that was near and dear to my heart that we set up, and then it obviously touches everyone. And the fact that we're able to get all you guys up, and I mean, Sassy and Mr. Cajun traveled in, and Big Easy came up, and Danny, you and AC and Charles. I mean, it was just so much fun being together, but not just being together, but because we all shared that same generous giving spirit that we wanted to do something to give back. And I just thought that was a very, very special thing. Yeah, Kate, absolutely. That's what we're talking about. And what we're into, as we talk about it, it's ever changing. We change regularly what we're into.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hence the 758 channels that Jeremy's had over the last 10 years.
Gotcha.
So I know that the Funko is not in a good place right now. I know that most of us have either stopped collecting Funko or put it on a back burner and is not nearly the importance that it was. Now, Charles, I know before you got into Funko, your hobby passion was woodworking, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Still is.
You show that with your new channel, which is pretty awesome to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too dirty handy. Yeah.
Oh my God! I watched that whole video, and all I could see was your breath.
I know.
Jeez, it must be freezing in
Yeah,
there.
you're chilled to the
It
bone.
was. So I think at some point I said it's like 32, 30.
Mhm.
It's freezing. When I went back to the truck, it was 17.
Yeah.
That's how cold. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of where all of us are at. I think, when we started, it was more along the lines, hey, this is new. We got to get as much as we can. We got to be a completionist. Randy's got to have every soda that's ever thought of. Then he's got to get every blacklight that's ever thought of. Jeremy's got to get every Hanna-Barbera and Batman pop that's out there.
Every mystery box known to man.
Right.
Yeah.
Ryan's always been. If they throw out Game of Thrones, I'm going broke. From day one, that was his target. And now unfortunately, the mystery boxes aren't there. The sodas are. Who the hell knows what's going on with them?
Really, the best place to get a mystery. The best place to get a mystery box is Ralphie's Funhouse, and if you use code PAPA Missouri, you save 10% off. $25 or more.
He plugged it.
You can use them on mystery boxes, yeah.
Sorry, I had to do it. Is that good?
Contractually obligated, right?
Yeah, Ralphie, you can go home now. Okay.
You just need a sign you need to raise up. on screen every so often.
Personally, as well, in the last 12 months, we the Funko community has been hurt with a lot of horrible people in the community that have done dreadful things to the community with scamming people and doing things like that. So I know that, a lot of people second guess now whether they really want to buy a super expensive mystery box because, it might not turn up. I know some of us on this exact panel have had stuff like Randy bought a massive box off one company and it never turned up. We were all in a group chat with another popular guy and things went downhill with there and it's definitely affected the community in a big way. Well, especially for me looking on the outside in, because as Danny said, I've always just been Game of Thrones. I've never been the guy to go out and get all the sodas. I've never been out to follow the new fad, and it is pretty crazy watching how quickly something will just go downhill with bad negativity within the community, and also when the company aren't being transparent with everyone that's buying their stuff.
Mystery boxes had been trending down for a minute before even all the negative stuff came out. Because I remember when Whatnot came out, everybody said Whatnot was the death of mystery boxes. And then they kind of made a little bit of a run, a little bit of a comeback to a small degree. And then frankly, Jim Pops and those guys just completely killed it. And I'm not afraid to say the name. I don't give a shit.
I genuinely couldn't even think of the name because I know there's been a couple of them, to be fair.
Nick at Jim Pops was one of the main ones that just killed it for everyone.
Yep.
Oh my God. Look at Big Easy. Facts. I need to update.
Because that 9 out of 10 all Instagram accounts are nothing but scammers and fakes.
Nothing but scammers. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And so Randy, your collecting pretty much started with autographs, right? Before moving into Funko?
Yep.
And that's how you got into Funko, was it the autographs?
Yes. I got a couple of mystery boxes, and they had some autographed Funkos. And I was like, man, those are pretty cool. And then it went downhill from there.
Was it Templar from day one, or did you jump on that later on?
That was later on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My first ever box was Templar Pop.
Okay.
Mine was somebody I found on Facebook, and oh my God, was it a terrible mystery box.
And from day one, you said, I'm going to change the mystery box scene. Because every other box you've sent has never been terrible. Have you opened those boxes yet, Randy? Probably not.
Probably not. Speaking of the devil, there he is. Templar.
Mr. Crispers, you're right. Do not put LSAPC unless you want to pay more.
I noticed that. Yeah, I did that at Ralphie's Funhouse. I used LSAPC. Added 10%. I put mine on it. It took 20% off. So.
Yes, double shipping. Add LSAPC.
Well,
Templar Pops was like my third mystery box guy. I went from, like I said, that one company on Facebook sucked. I tried them twice, got nothing. Like $5 pops that you could have got on clearance stuff. And then I did Spastics. I did their mystery.
That's Ralphie's now, yeah.
Yeah, and then I went to Templar Pops.
And there, for the longest time, if you wanted to know what the top hit of his run was, you had to go watch Randy's videos because he pulled it every damn time.
Yeah, it's because he bought all the boxes. And they're still over.
Templar still has boxes that haven't been opened with the hits in them laying next to Randy. So,
100%.
He's going to go pull one out, I bet you.
I discovered Templar at the end of so you guys might remember a video or a live stream where we broke down the cost of running a YouTube channel, and I remember that was when I had my big revelation of holy crap, look at what I'm doing. I'm spending this kind of insanity on these things, and that's right after that is about the time that I learned about Templar. And so I don't think I've bought a lot, but not for any reason than I know Randy's already going to pull the grill. What year, Randy?
3/30 of 2021.
Wow.
That is
That's
2
2
years.
year old.
2 years old.
I
2
am
years
running.
old next year.
I'm running
Temple, I
videos from 2 years ago to see how values hold up. You actually have the boxes still.
Yeah.
That's
That's
insane.
awesome.
Now,
That
you
is
know,
awesome.
if you do that, if you say, we're going to open up a 2-year-old mystery box, you put that as your headline.
Yeah.
You got a golden one, golden video.
And you got to repeat it like 46 times.
Yeah.
What you're
Yes, that
opening.
way they make sure that it's not clickbait. You have to say it in there.
Well, that's Randy's new kick. He just loves doing that. It's like, you will not believe what I just pulled.
Yeah.
Absolutely jack shit.
But I had to on that one. Oh my god.
Oh, dude, it was hilarious. That's why I texted you straight after. I said the award for the most clickbait title of the week goes to you, sir. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Open it, says Big Easy.
Yeah. It'll be fun to see what 2-year-old
Yeah,
pops are.
you
in
should
there.
do that. You should do that for your next Thursday video. It will be exactly 2 years.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go, guys. Subscribe to Randy's channel and you'll be able to catch that on a video.
And Gotham, I think that's what most people are doing now. I think that mystery box thing was big for. Well, here's the thing. I think the mystery box thing was huge for the purpose of YouTube and putting out content. And I think that bled over into, like, I know I got interested in buying mystery boxes before I did YouTube because I watched other people on YouTube do mystery boxes. So when I started the channel, I literally started with my first ever mystery box.
First look, 2-year-old mystery box. There you go. Instant clicks.
Yep.
Well, I know that I got mystery boxes at the beginning because I didn't know what was out there. And it was a good way to hopefully get older pops.
Yeah.
Instead of what you find on the shelf at Walmart. And then it switched to, you're going to get in the boxes what you find on the shelf at Walmart. So I always thought it was a good way for a new collector to get some older pops, find out what different lines are out there, and you may find another line that you never thought you would collect.
Very true, because when I remember when I first started collecting, I didn't know what pops were even in existence, let alone I knew what was at my local stores. But so my first mystery box, I pulled Squints and Smalls from name the movie, and
Sandlot.
what the hell? Sandlot. Thank you.
Sandlot.
And I remember thinking, holy crap! I certainly didn't know they made those. And then it got me in the rabbit hole of going, what else do they make? And 3,000 pops later, I'm like, what am I doing?
Now, Ryan, you sneakily were collecting another set besides your dragons that nobody knew about until you're like, oh yeah, I only need this one more to complete this set.
Yeah.
Which was what?
Which was the glow in the dark 6er chase from Ready Player One. And it was unbelievably hard to find in the UK. Like crazy. Nobody had it. Nobody would sell it if they did have it. And yeah, it was crazy. And it turned up one day. Jeremy just dropped it like he does all these kind of gifts that he does. He just drops it as a bombshell and goes, I've bought it. I'm sending it you. Don't question it. And I'm like, okay, thank you very much. and it's been sat in its place ever since. And yeah, speaking of videos from the vault, that's actually the next video that's coming on my channel is going to be opening. Well, it's going to be a 45-minute video, but I'm going to split it into 3 because who's going to sit there and watch Jeremy for 45 minutes?
Nobody.
I struggle in the editor, believe me.
I bet you do.
Maybe if he's playing the guitar and singing, we'll watch him for 45 minutes. But other than that,
Put some clips of that into it. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, if y'all want to see something funny after the live is over, you got to go back and and find the one where Jeremy's falling out of his chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
falling out of his chair, getting hit in the face with tortillas.
or the vocoding, the Gangster's Paradise. That was just hilarious.
And AC is the one who on his live stream on his channel, he's the one that outed me on the on that other YouTube channel.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I poked the bear one too many times, and he said,
You
"Oh,
wanted moderator on all 18,000 of your accounts.
I
So
did.
we had a short little intermission break from one of your channels.
we sure did. We sure did. But then that led Danny to win the longest running giveaway I had on my channel of first person to name all the channels that I have wins a mystery box.
I mean, that's why I did it, obviously. I totally knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
I think there were, 9 channels at that time?
I want to say 7, but quite possibly 9. I think 7.
Yeah, a lot.
I don't know.
It's like, was this done before or after Dr. Crypto? And
Yeah. No. Back
So
in my Elag Bro days.
yeah. And so I started my channel with some really bad gaming videos, usually with the kids beating me handily, which is how I got my name because I constantly lost to them in games that I should have won. But we, started it for fun. And I think what kind of really got us and probably 90% of the collecting market out here was COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And everybody's home, and that just really kind of went through Funko into the mainstream because people are home, they've got some money, stimmy checks were coming in, people couldn't leave to go anywhere, they're looking for places to spend it.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
now,
that's how I started. Because of COVID,
Mhm.
and you couldn't go to signatures and all that, so somebody did a mystery box, and my first Funko was an Annabelle signed by the person who played Annabelle. Well, then that got me. What other horror Funkos they got, and then I just went down the rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm. And see, I blame that young man over there on the other side of Jeremy because he and my
What?
other 2 kids bought me my first Funko Pop.
Mm-hmm.
No, not me. Never.
Yeah, my Flock Charmander.
And I blame Mitchie. She bought me mine. I remember 2020 being a very. I started the channel in March of 2020, and it was because now what? The entire country was locked down. That was during. I think it was even during the 18 days to whatever that was. Where they literally locked it down, where nobody could leave their house for 18 days. Turned in a long time.
It's 3 years ago, and it still feels like yesterday.
I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you
And
couldn't
so-
leave your house?
Well,
You had to
I
go to
had
work
to.
every day. What the hell?
I know. I was gonna say that my company said here the day they came out with that, my company was like, here's your pass to go work. And I was like, I don't want that.
Congratulations, you're an essential employee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember my work telling us that too. Oh, by the way, these have come down. It's Friday afternoon. Go to your supervisor and get a laptop and go home and be ready to work Monday morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're an essential employee.
Yep.
And it's been that way ever since. I'm still the same chair.
Yeah.
Well, you do that, Ed Zone. I will hold on for it for 2 years.
Yeah, you will. I just remember we were all I just remember struggling to find something to do and occupy the mind, if nothing else, because we didn't know anything about what was going on. We did, one day, and I don't mean anything politically by any of these statements, but it was just in that first time window, that first month, 2 months, every day it was like we're learning something new about it, and it shifts in directions a little bit here and there, and we don't know how to handle it, what's going on, and it's coming at you from every angle, and you just had to have things like that, whether collecting or the YouTube channel or something, to take your mind off of the chaos that was happening all around.
Yeah.
And that's where I dove into that, because it just gave me an outlet, I guess.
Then just send it to Blacklight King, Kentucky. It'll get there.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Send it to the Lexington, Kentucky Target. He'll get it. No problem.
Yeah, he's got his own aisle in the back room.
Yeah.
50 boxes, 5 top hits, or 5 top hits doesn't make the odds a top hit 1 in 50 or 1 in 10. Augie's gonna break down math. We're gonna have you're gonna have to carry the 1 and do some division.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't pay the math budget this month.
Right.
And now, Mark, is there a Pop or a Popsy or some Funko product you don't have?
True.
Even the bonus. Christina, we love you.
Facts.
Yep. Yes, Christina's awesome. Christina
Yes.
won last night over on Funko Illuminati.
She
Did
did.
She won the big Jeffrey
Yeah.
giveaway. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
the full
Wow.
Jeffrey sets. She got every house Jeffrey from Harry Potter.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow.
Sorry if you didn't know that already, Christina. Sorry.
Hashtag
She knew.
spoiler
She was
alert.
in the chat. She was in the chat.
I know.
Do you remember? So we've all been, I think we might have all crossed this road at some time, maybe not all of us, but do you remember when you finally faced that crossroads of, okay, I thought I could, but I can't. So like, whether it was, I'm going to collect all the Star Wars pops. And then all of a sudden they flooded the market with Star Wars pops and it never ended. And finally at some point people went, I can't do it anymore. I can't be a completionist on this. I think originally it was add icons. And then it was, various things as you go down. You're just like, man, I really wanted to get even The Office, when The Office pops started coming out, I wanted to get every one of them. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I just can't even keep up. And I remember hitting that crossroads where I went, okay, I have to accept that I cannot be a completionist. I just can't. I've had to do it with NFTs. I've had to do it with pops and sodas.
Yeah, for me, it was these damn things behind me. Sodas, yeah.
I'm still on my journey. I haven't come to that crossroad yet.
Yeah.
I collect Game of Thrones and I haven't got them all, and I'll keep doing it till I get them all, and then we'll choose what I want to do from there.
Yeah.
Well, mine is black lights. I finally was like, man, they're getting like chrome. It's just too much.
They stopped making sense.
Yeah.
Charles,
So GameStop has got a cool Killer Clown one that I did pre-order. It has all 4.
I
of
do
the
want that
clowns.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Charles, can you imagine if you were still a completionist on the sodas?
Oh, Jesus. No. If that was the case, I couldn't have any pops.
No, you'd be drowning in cans, soda cans.
I'd be drinking. Yeah.
It'd be an interesting question to ask Nick and Brian as well, because I know that they've got the business, so they have the feasible ways of getting in every soda that they want to collect. But if they weren't, I want this stuff, and they were just collectors like all of us, would they still have, the lines that they've got? And I think they would.
And I have to check, because I think they've even not
Stopped.
I think they aren't completionists. At one point they were missing the She-Ra chase. They got it. They'd collected every line since. Then when it went to this, just all of a sudden they flooded it, and they were sending, no numbered ones to Walmart, Target, and these other retailers. I don't think they were getting all. I don't know if they still are. I'd be curious to ask them.
And I just
I
laugh
still
on
don't
the
have
inside
one.
when the no numbered sodas are the best looking chases in the entire soda line for me.
And they
It's
are.
Craziness.
I've
Dude,
got I know I've got 2 or 3 of them, but man, they are on point.
Yeah, it's crazy how very well detailed they are, and we don't know how many there are of them in the world. It's crazy. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't it be ironic if the numbered ones were actually a lower production run than their numbered ones?
Would not shock me.
Yeah.
You know, because finally some of the stores are saying, I don't want 25,000 of these girls sit on our shelf for 3 years.
Yeah.
Give me 5,000.
Augie, I got to tell you, I wanted every one of the Goonies pops too. I was all about it. We had some of the big ones, and then they came out with the new lines and everything else. And I was like, screw it, I can't. I'm done.
Yep.
And I do remember getting rid of. I think F Cancer one year was Sloth.
It was
Grail. Yeah.
Yep. There's one line that I will complete someday, and that's Scarlet Witch, of course. Wanda.
Yeah.
Wanda Vision, Scarlet Witch stuff. That's probably the only one I'll ever finish out. So.
Yeah.
Because when we get married, I want her to see all my toys. So. if you're listening, Elizabeth.
Yes. She is. She can hear you.
So when there's toys in the bedrooms, there's no arguments because she knew up front.
I knew there was a lights and sound, but I didn't know they did vibrate too.
You know, that's the clip. That's the clip right there. Wow. Oh, boy, oh boy.
I don't think I was ever a completionist because I just kept finding new lines that I didn't know existed. I think I did get the actual complete Mortal Kombat set because there were like 4 of them, and I got them as a set from somebody, and then they came out with new pops from the movie.
Yeah.
So I get the original set, but I'm not going for the others.
I remember getting one. I don't even remember what it was. It was the final pop that I needed to complete the line, and the day I got it, they announced more releases, and I was like, okay, I quit. I'm done. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Another Ready Player One pop just put me on that path instantly. The Ready Player One set because I bought all of them bar the one that I needed. They all came as a one collective box off a friend, and then it just then so happened that I was now just chasing one more pop to finish my first ever set. So I don't know if I would have ever chose to finish that set if I had to, find pieces here, there, and everywhere. It was because it was readily available as a 95% already complete set.
Baby Ice, I don't think we've ever blocked anyone. You're not blocked.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No.
I guess we can see your comments, so I guess that's a no. I remember when I got started, I thought, okay, I'm going to make money off of these. I've seen other people do it. There's a market here. I went down to a local antique shop, and they had pops everywhere. And I went back and said, I want to buy the whole set from you, everything you got. He's like, okay, what do you want to do? So we agreed on a price, like $4 per pop. And then 50% of it were Star Wars pops from minor characters I never heard of before. But I sold every duplicate I had of those eventually sold.
Yep.
Didn't make any money on them, but I sold them.
I mean, I keep getting suckered into that same rabbit hole because I thought when I started collecting Funko, I was like, these are valuable. They carry value. I can at least get my money back out of them, whether it's short-term, long-term, whatever. And then I said the same thing about sodas. And then I said the same thing about NFTs. And I just keep breaking even. So I'm either doing it wrong or the market's not there like I thought it was.
So do you think with the advent of the NFTs that just kind of like prolonged Funko's relevancy?
It's hard to say because in my opinion, if they wouldn't have done NFTs and just maintained a close focus on the things that they were doing that were really good, would those things have ever gone bad? Would we have then just started getting an oversaturation of more chrome pops, more blacklight, more this, more that, or would they have only had those to focus on so they would have continued to develop new lines and new molds and new things and made it still fun?
They took the fun out of Funko a long time ago for me.
Yeah.
I see them just focusing on the three big lines: Star Wars, Marvel, Disney, and it just seems to be rinse and repeat all the way through that because they're always providing new things for them to bring out, and the NFTs were definitely, I think, the limited. That's where you go now for limited pops because you don't get them anywhere else. And I don't know. I think the bad thing for NFTs was it flooded the Freddy market. There's now way too many Freddys.
Yeah. Danny, I don't know what you just drank, but that didn't look pleasant.
Yeah.
It's a blueberry flavored Japanese soda.
Interesting.
William got a box of Japanese sodas, and when he opened up a new one, he lets us taste the
Gotcha.
flavor. I don't think it's probably as bad as your Peep soda, but it's not good.
Nothing is as bad as the Peach soda. Milky, I think you're right. I think that it's funny to me because Freddy collectors get really upset when there's not a Freddy royalty on the NFT set. But I also know some Freddy collectors that are really upset about the fact that now it's just so much easier to get a Freddy, where it used to be a very limited, hard thing to get, and therefore,
Exactly, Mr. Crispus.
Yeah, me too. And let Freddy continue to be the front man of Funko Pops and Sodas, and still coming out limited, only one or couple a year, 3-4 a year, and be limited edition and those kind of things, and then let Max be the face of the NFT.
Yep.
Definitely.
I think at this point I may still only have 2 Freddys, and one of them's an NFT.
Yeah. I think all my Freddys are NFTs now. I might have 1 or 2 more. I don't know.
Basketball Freddy.
Yep.
That was free. I only have that because it was free.
Yep.
It came free with a Funko Europe order when I spent so much, and I was like, okay.
Okay, we can see the wheel spinning. Charles adding them up here: 4 rows, 3 deep, 7.
I think I have 5 Freddys that aren't NFTs. I think.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
They don't interest me at all. There's a couple of Game of Thrones ones, but
I guess I do, yeah. Because I have like the Fright Night ones and some things like that.
there's like
That's
Jamie
where
Lannister Freddy
Box
and a
of
Night
Fun
King
gave me
Freddy.
free. So. Yeah.
Mark Schaefer, I don't buy mystery boxes. I'll buy one of your mystery boxes. If you do a run,
Definitely.
100%.
That's some really good Alabama air in there.
Yeah.
And I will watch all the videos of people opening up your mystery boxes.
Right. Cletus, I think that's the right way to go. Just collect the ones that you want. Don't try to get them all. I learned that early on, but I still enjoy them. But I'm not in on every line. I've probably bought some from every line, but I don't have all the redemptions from every line like I used to.
No.
Just go.
Lord of the Rings is the only thing that's going to pull me back in.
Yeah.
I'm out completely. I've got Game of Thrones. I got House of the Dragon. What else is there going to be for me? There isn't, unless we get Jon Snow's show and unless we get Lord of the Rings. Or my biggest fear is they do something stupid that I'm really not into, but I have to collect it because they bring out a max token head.
Right.
Then I have to get in on it because I need that max token head.
Right. Yeah.
So, or is it, you just gonna have to collect any dragon that comes out?
Yeah.
That's
my plan after Game of Thrones. I will then chase every single dragon.
Okay. Have you seen the new Shazam?
No, I've seen trailers and I've seen dragons in it.
There's a pretty wicked dragon in it.
Okay.
That you like a lot.
Cool. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I remember watching it thinking, "Ooh, Brian's gonna like that."
Same with Dungeons and Dragons. I seen a trailer for that, and I was like, "Ooh, this looks interesting."
They say Shazam's really good. It's almost better, or some people like it better than the first Shazam. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but
watching paint dry is better than the first Shazam. So
I think they lean really heavy into some of the tropes, and they multiple times in the movie they really try to tug on the heartstrings, and some of it's just Three Amigos stupid.
Oh,
but
cool.
it's an entertaining movie.
Is Deadpool in it? Or Ryan Reynolds? Is he in it?
No.
I'm still, my mind's still swimming over the fact that Charles just admitted he's watched a movie before.
Yeah.
You've seen that? And you have all the ones you haven't seen, but you've seen the original Shazam. Doesn't make any sense.
No.
Cool. We're watching the movie, and it's my daughter, my wife, me, and my son in the theater. And my daughter tells my wife, "I need this Funko Pop when it comes out."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, good luck.
The first and only, and probably will only be the only one that I said I was gonna. Well, the first and only NFT drop that came out that Mitchie said, "You have to. I'll pay for it myself. You have to get that." And it wasn't necessarily the whole drop or anything. It was that King Viserys with the gold-plated mask. And because I remember the day we watched that episode, she turned to me instantly and said, "That's going to make a really cool pop." And then, boom, there it was. And I was like, "Oh, well." And she was like, "That was my idea, so we got to get that." I said, "Well, I don't know if it was your idea, but okay."
And you got it for her, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only one I have in that set. Yeah, but that's I have the royalty too because I love that dragon.
Yeah. And just know, with everything I know about the show and everything that's going, those pops, all of those NFT pops will shoot up in value. I genuinely think so because of the way the story goes and everything.
Yeah.
And we've got a Shazam pop here.
Can you believe this
Ooh,
thing
that's
goes for
deep.
$280?
Wow.
What is that, about a 14 or 15?
I don't know how to tell. Says July 1112. So is that
It's
July
11.
2000.
11?
Wow.
It's the first
That's
two
an old
letters.
one.
First two.
Yeah, can you believe this thing's going for 280? It's very
Wow.
So 2011.
That's early.
I'm glad you brought that up. This is this was donated last year for F Cancer
ooh.
by Air Pop Control, Craig. It was incredibly generous, but it came after F Cancer. So I put it up on the website originally, and then I've done a couple of things to put it out there at various times, thinking about selling it and donating the money. And then I eventually just said, you know what, let's just wait. And then this year we'll put it up again because I knew the movie was coming out and other things were coming out. So donated by Air Pop Control, Craig. This will be up for F Cancer next year.
Awesome.
Nice.
Nice. Well, this year.
Yeah, this year.
Awesome.
Yeah, because it was only like at 190 or something, and then once the movie came up, now it's gone up to 280. It was like,
Yeah.
holy crap!
Puffin stuff was a weird one. Ghostbusters NFTs would be badass.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Those would be
Although-
a quick sellout.
Although it'd probably be, they'd probably come out with Afterlife before they came out with, or that series before they come out with the original,
Do the girls first.
or the girls first. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get those ones pretty cheap.
Freddy as Slimer. Could you imagine it? I mean,
Wow. Yeah. I mean, we've already got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man out there, so in mini puffs, they could.
well, I
Yeah.
seen someone post that Powerpuff Girls is coming for NFTs.
I'd get in on that.
I would too.
Yeah, I'd be that thing is circulating around the upcoming releases as identified by a Funko employee and all that stuff. But in the midst of that, I think what they're hiding in plain sight is that April Fool's drop. I think that's really them indicating that that's an April Fool's joke. That they're not going to. I mean, Funko hasn't leaked a line yet. Why all of a sudden have they leaked 5 in a row?
That's
You know,
true.
So
Yeah.
doesn't mean they still couldn't come out with those sets because Powerpuff Girls would be great. I'd be in on that.
I can see it right now. The colors, everything would be fantastic for NFTs.
Yep.
They just literally would be amazing.
The problem is that they have those pops. So and there's not really any secondary. There's only a handful of secondary characters they could turn into legendaries and grails and all that.
Well, it would need to be the 3 girls, him, and yeah, I'd struggle with
And
some
then
others. Probably.
Freddy could be Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, Jojo.
Yeah.
Would one of the legendaries be the dad, but only shown from like the waist down?
Yeah, that would be something Funko would do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But you're missing the big point here. We've never had a blacklight NFT, right?
Yeah, never had a
No,
black
why
light
not?
NFT. So
Powerpuff Girls. There you go. Because Mojo's already
Yeah.
blacklight is the soda.
that's actually not true. Star Trek. It's all of Star Trek. were
Yes, it
black
is. Okay, yeah.
light.
You're right. You're right. I forgot.
Yeah, but Mr. Crispus, you can right click on that image, but I can go and sell it for $150. You can't.
Right. Yes, it is just a picture. And you can't hold it in your hands. It's not real.
Speaking of
Totally.
NFTs, what do you think about the new one coming up?
What's next?
HB2.
Huh?
HB2.
Hanna-Barbera Series 2.
Wow.
Still
We
no
don't even
Flint-
have HB1 in hand, do we?
No. I'm definitely. So the interesting thing is the royalty is going to be Freddy holding a Huckleberry Hound. It's not even like a Freddy as a character.
Nope.
So it's kind of like the Retro Toys one. And then it was really stupid that they made another Huckleberry Hound Grail, in my opinion.
That
They could
was
have made Snagglepuss. They could have made any number of characters, but they went
Okay.
down that road. So, but I do like the obscure. I mean, I'm a Hanna-Barbera freak. I love that stuff. So I like the obscure characters, but they're even obscure to me. Like I had to look up who Mighty Midor was. For me.
Like a Muppets
Yeah.
line.
I knew Birdman and the rest. I didn't know that one.
Okay, I'm scrolling through Instagram real quick, and the picture of Birdman made me stop and go back because it's brown and yellow. And I thought, shit, is it Wolverine?
Wolverine.
No, it's Birdman.
Never-
And I was when I looked at it, I thought it was Hawkeye.
yeah.
So, but I was like, but that's not him, so it couldn't have. Yeah.
Birdman's been out longer than Wolverine, right?
I don't
Hard
know.
telling.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I know.
I want to know who copied who now,
Yeah.
because it is literally. I was like, "Whoa, that's Wolverine."
Yeah, it's I've heard a lot of people say that they thought that was Wolverine.
Yeah.
So, and then Milky, I think I heard you say a Muppets line would be fun.
I'd love a Muppets line. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And make them all flocked. Make them an all flocked NFT Muppets line. All of them flocked.
Yeah. But Danny, I think I'd be with you and say a Sesame Street line would be even.
Yeah.
And they
Make
could
a 6-inch
those
Big Bird.
too.
Make a 6-inch Big Bird as the first one. Because
No,
not gonna make a dragon a 6-inch, because
Yeah.
Freddy Funko has to be taller than a dragon.
But we already have 6-inch Big Bird. We already have 6-inch Snuffles, so we would need more
Oh, okay.
something else. I'd like to see like
How'd you know this?
Sir.
It was 6 inch.
Animal and Grover and some of the other Dr. Teeth and maybe some of those guys. I don't know. It'd be just fun to see what they could come up with for the Muppets, and then for the
Swedish Chef.
for Sesame Street would be like, for Sesame Street it'd be like, I don't even know because they've done so many of them. I want the
Like Statler and Waldorf on the balcony.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to think about Sesame Street because they've done them all, but
Do you think we'll get another soda in the NFTs?
I hope so. I do hope so. I think they're missing the boat by not having
They
one
are.
with every set.
When did the 6-pack stop? Because they seem to have stopped coming out. The 6-pack seem to have not. They don't seem to be as popular anymore. No one's talking about them as much.
They did 3 of them or 2 of them?
I don't. They were going to come out. Did they
Turtles?
do it? Turtle, Scooby Doo.
That's it.
They were going to do heard they were going to do a Nightmare Before Christmas, but I don't think they ever did.
Yeah,
I never. Yeah.
I can just remember seeing the two.
Yeah.
They dropped the Nightmare Before Christmas sodas, the 4 of them, but they never
Yeah.
did the thing.
Yeah, just Mark Schaefer's too.
I'm just sitting there thinking about the stuff that they were doing that was popular, like the what are they called? Those ones that were die-cast. The die-cast seem to have stopped.
Yeah.
The 3 liters seem to have stopped. I was on one of my sites very recently, and the itty bitty pops are in clearance.
Yep.
I've not seen a single person show me what they are on camera, but they're in clearance on these sites.
Wasatch Pops
Over
has
in
a
Centennial.
nice video on that.
He does.
Okay.
Oh,
Open the itty bitty, the Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah, and I think I know we don't, but Rock and Roll opened up some.
Yeah.
His was Disney, I do believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were Mickey Mouse. That's right. It was Five Nights at Freddy. They were going to do another soda case, but they never did. I was thinking Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, I think they were doing that because there's either a new video game or movie for Five Nights at Freddy's, and they were going to try to tie it all in together.
Yeah. Crispers,
So-
I think a 90s theme line would be great, but you'd have to do it like they're doing right now, where it's Warner Brothers and they can do everything under that umbrella. So can't really do a 90s theme unless you have multiple licensing. It's just kind of a nightmare. But if they could get every CBS show from 19 whatever, because 80s would be cool too.
Yeah, just a PBS line. Just imagine what you could do all with that.
Bob Ross, 500
We already
ways.
had it, Bob Ross. Yeah.
Mr.
I mean,
Rogers.
I'd take
Mr. Rogers.
New
Yeah.
Yankees Workshop, dude. I mean,
Yeah, this
Yeah.
old house.
Yeah.
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 Hmm,
All sorts of cool stuff.
interesting.
So-
And Augie
We have
answered your
unnumbered-
question.
Yeah, Augie answered the question. Wolverine and Birdman. Yep. Sorry, go ahead.
Birdman was first.
So we have unnumbered sodas now. You're the NFT guru, the godfather of digital stuff. Do you think we'll ever have an unnumbered NFT drop?
I don't think you could.
Maybe where there's no redeemables, but it's unnumbered.
They could do that, but nobody would buy them if they were, because the whole point of, an NFT is literally a digital picture if there's an unlimited number of them. The only thing that drives them is the limited edition part of that. So I can't imagine, but I've always thought, how weird would it be if they just started reselling? What if, rather than burning the packs from the sets that didn't sell out by a certain time, they just 2 years from now release the rest of them? Now you can't redeem anything because that window's over. But I love old packs. I love buying up old packs. I don't think anybody'd buy them. I don't think
they could boost their Instagram by millions if they announced that at the end of the drop, whatever doesn't sell gets opened live on our Instagram page, one after another. That would be one of the busiest live stream you will ever see, because they'll be in there seeing what people are pulling. Well, what they're supposedly pulling with the generator.
It would, but I'd rather see it be on the end of the 120 days, because I would want
you can still buy them. Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't want to. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see Funko open up the remaining packs and pull 60% of the grails.
Yeah.
And now I have a significantly less chance of pulling a grail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it would be hashtag rigged.
Yeah.
Facts.
What? You pulled 17 grails in a row? Not a god pack. All redeemables. Yeah.
It's I don't think they could have an unlimited number. It's possible, but yeah, they would be completely, well, no, I'll tell you this, farmers coins, right? If you go on Atomic Hub, a farmer's coin is a infinite number of farmers coins, and they sell for fractions of a penny. like
Oh my
point
God.
zero zero
Yeah.
zero zero 1 cent.
The only thing they're good for is sending a backed coin.
Exactly. So that's where I can see an infinite supply of something like a series coin or just a Funko spinning coin that was unlimited. I could see, but again, nobody buy it. You just have them. The real question is when do the NFTs lose their steam? We had what, a couple years on sodas. I mean, we certainly had a lot of years on Funko Pops, but at what point do NFTs break down and people just lose interest and move on?
I don't think they do.
I think they do. I think if they keep up with the shipping problems, and you've got people that are still waiting for, to get their sets, and other people have had them for 2 months, or they keep pushing back and delaying the shipping on them, I think you're going to hit people's breaking point where they're just not going to buy anymore.
I feel like you have personal experience with that.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But if they can get the shipping figured out, I think that'll make people more interested or more likely to buy them because they'll have a proven track record. Right now, I'm not buying another NFT until I get my Little Pony Pops.
Right.
And not buy them off of somebody else, off of an auction or whatnot, or collectinggrails.com or whatever. I want the ones I'm supposed to be getting from Funko.
Right.
Yeah, when you see me in a tent on Jeremy's lawn at F Cancer, it's because I'm waiting for the mailman every day for my Game of Thrones. Ryan, come inside. Yeah. They'll bring them. No, I'm waiting here. I want them.
Yeah.
Because they might not be there by the time I get there. I'm hoping they are, but who knows? I could be stung just as much as everybody else has been and currently is being. So,
and you never know, because even when you get shipping notification, we got the Avatar shipping notifications, and then it was like 3 weeks before they ever showed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know. That's about even odds right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
But we will have another one if you want to buy it. Just saying.
I joke around that if it's anything that I have a redeemable for, it's going to be delayed. How long? I got a Vlad Plasmus that came in. How long was that delayed?
Yeah.
I still don't have any of the My Little Pony Pops. I've got Jane, Silent Bob. That's been delayed and bypassed by ones that came out after them are getting shipped before that one.
Yep. Yep. Hanna-Barbera Series 1, same deal. Got bypassed, skipped over for the most recent, or for Avatar.
Of course, because I have one of those coming too.
Sure. Sure. Which is why I'm really glad you're not buying anymore for a while, because I need those to go up.
That's when they're getting everything straightened out, because I'm not getting them anymore, and they're going to ship regularly.
Last thing I'll say about these NFTs is Dungeons and Dragons surprised me. The animations are fantastic. The molds on the redeemables are pretty damn cool, and I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I was not going to get involved in it, and now I have more than any human should normally have.
And I'm still so confused on that. You can buy Dungeons and Dragons packs for $36. You go to House of Dragons and they're $70.
Yeah.
Holy crap. And
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons was way more popular than House of the Dragon. So
what?
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro. I don't know.
Bro.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes. But House of the Dragon is more relevant currently. Anyway, Mr. Crispers, please send that to me in a message. I will absolutely do that. 100%. That's a fantastic idea that I wouldn't have thought of. Thank you.
I still want to see the NFT idea that I gave to you with the 8-ball.
It's so much harder than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, excuses, excuses.
I know.
You're the NFT wizard. You figure it out.
All right, my bad.
Well, speaking of Mr. Bob Ross, there, do you have anything that you want to show off, Jeremy?
I think really it comes down to more about what we're going to do upcoming as a channel.
Okay.
So there's going to be some we're going to start. Jeez, she's going to paint me like one of her French girls. so
Hey, this time it's your time this year. I did it last year.
right.
Yes.
Yeah. I still have the chair. So I think that's a good transition too, though, because at the 135 mark, there's a lot that has changed within each of our individual channels. And the direction moving forward as far as our channels go, our individual channels, what we're doing for content. I know that I'm not doing Funko anymore. Charles, you're doing significantly less, if any, or I guess you're doing your 2 soda Saturday.
That and random stuff I picked up months ago that's still sitting here. I'm turning into Randy, Yeah.
And then Ryan, you're not buying Funko stuff. You're doing a lot of other content, and so Danny, you've got a different channel. We've all got different things going on, and then Randy, you're kind of the lone ranger out there, still opening, the boxes from 2 years ago.
So, Randy, when's the last time you bought a mystery box?
It was before. Yeah, I haven't bought one since Jim Pops did his thing.
Yeah.
It was like a month before that.
Did your mailman send the police out for a wellness check?
I really thought you were going to go. It was long before
last week,
6 o'clock. 6:30.
And I just bought one. Well,
And Charles, your 2 soda Saturdays, aren't you still working off of that 36 pack that you bought?
yeah, I'm still working off that. Actually, last Saturday and this Saturday, I bought a Mystery Girl box. It was on a Thursday, 2 sodas for like $30 or $35 or something, 2 sealed. I gave him a chance. This Saturday, I don't know how it's going to go. I haven't opened them yet, but last Saturday was a real dud. But yeah.
Jeremy, I'm trying to think when your last one was. It the Pop Culture 36 pop box?
Oh yeah, maybe. It might have been something. There might have been like a soda or something after that, but yeah, I know that would have been it. And there's still some random things we find. I think we talked last week about Sir Mix-a-Lot pop that we found. I'm still gonna have to buy that for Mitchie. I haven't yet, but like I was on a Whatnot auction and I saw the Nosferatu. I didn't know they had a soda of it. I picked up one of those just because it's cool. And Mitch Luau Patreon gift was Elvira. I thought that was really cool.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know they even did that. So that one was great. So there's a case occasionally where I'll just pick up something that I like that I would do anyway. But no, mystery box, that kind of thing. I mean, it's kind of out of the game, and we're just finding a new path and a new things to showcase. And yeah.
Okay, Mr. Christopher.
Yeah.
I'm right on.
How old?
You tell him, Mitchie.
So one question: how old is the gum? That's my question. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe it's worth it.
Maybe. I actually posted a Funko video yesterday. The first time in God
did?
knows how long.
Yeah,
But
my
I did.
comment reflected that. I was surprised with the notification. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. A lot of Edge Gaming Dad's uploaded. First thing I saw was he's so close to 1,000, and then I was like, I can't wait to watch this video. It was a good one.
Yeah, that was a special one. Definitely had to get that one done. So if you haven't seen it, it's a win from Ryan's brother. Got my first ever pop from Canada. So
Awesome.
that was cool.
Pretty good pop to have for a first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's over by my desk.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think what Jeremy was kind of getting at is that most of us anymore, Funko's not a priority that it used to be. And most of us are kind of branching out into other things. I've got another channel that I do. It's nothing but shorts. I post something on there. I have every day so far this year. It's just a fun thing. The best thing about it is it doesn't cost me anything. There's no shipping. There's no delays. I just do it all on my phone, edit, post, done. Doesn't cost me anything. Which I wish I could say about Funko.
Yep.
Ryan, you've got lives, seems like 9 days a week with the reactions and your collabs. And, you've definitely branched into your own niche and your own area. And it seems to be doing pretty good for you.
Just been following the plan from day one. I thought, like I always say, I put Funko at the beginning of it because you've got to spend money for that kind of stuff. And then after 333 subscribers, it was movies and gaming. And I'm hoping those other categories can hopefully reap some benefits and bring some money back in on the YouTube side to reimburse the Funko expenditures that happened at the beginning of the channel. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, it's been fun. I actually love being a variety YouTuber. I said that the other day. I'm a variety YouTuber. You get what you get. I really don't know what I'm going to do from next day to next. One minute I'm wanting to do a belt promotion with Charles over a wrestling thing, and then the next week I'm back out on my scooter, and this week it's back to Funko with a video from the vault for Jeremy, and it's crazy. But you'll never see me buying a stupid chair that Big Easy bought. Just saying.
All right,
He's been
Randy,
poking the bear all night, so I had to say something.
Randy, you seem to be focusing more on the NFT lines with the occasional sodas.
Yeah.
Yep. So just how many boxes do you think that you have that are over a year old that you could turn into YouTube gold?
I've got like 30 boxes here, mystery boxes that have not been opened. So I couldn't tell you the dates on them.
And you haven't bought one since before Gem Pops?
Nope.
Holy crap.
Okay, guys, I think we're going to have an intervention. There's a road trip in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't, like I said, I haven't even opened that nerdy nude that was $300 and whatever dollars. So.
Oh, good Lord.
Charles, too? What in the world?
I have 2 shelves like that.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Wow. Yeah, both of you.
Yeah, right.
Well, most of mine are what.
My theory
Most of mine are whatnot pickups.
Yeah. Well, my theory is it's like wine. The longer you let it sit, the higher it's going to go up. So.
I'm doing a whole video series proving that's not true.
No.
Maybe another 2 years. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
God. The only way that would ever happen is if I had lost them.
Yeah,
None of us do, Kate. None of us do. Yeah.
Wow. No.
I don't either. I mean, I get like, I'm when somebody says, hey, Ned specifically is like, hey, come on the live stream and open at such and such time to open NFT packs. I'm like, Okay, but you understand, like, I open them the second I buy them. Like, there's no waiting for some time down the road. I'm opening them.
Okay,
Well-
what you all didn't understand is Jeremy's a guy that would go to his favorite store, buy 30 sodas, open 15 of them in the car as soon as he got back to the car before he went home.
Yeah. And in more than one case, gotten home without a video because they're already open.
Have you ever bought 6, gone to the car, opened one, it was the chase, and returned the 5?
Never.
Okay.
Never, because if I think at the time when I was doing most of that, I had Patreons, and so if I had patrons, then I would either do those as gifts or I just sell them.
Yeah, Mark does that.
But I own them. I do that.
I would do that, honestly. I would honestly do that if I went and bought a case and I was like, well, yeah, you take Chase and Common and then you go and return the other ones because they're still sealed.
Yeah.
But I'd
I
probably
just-
tell the guy
little-
at the desk, look, I just pulled the Chase. You know, I'm going to return these. Maybe you can put them on reduced or something.
I just
Yeah,
want to go to
okay.
Walmart and video me opening a soda off the shelf to find the chase and just trigger people. Personally.
Yeah.
Just-
Would be a good video.
Yeah.
You go open your
Still haven't gotten them
long
here.
trench coat and you've got like a scales and you're weighing the scales inside,
Right.
closing it up again.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten the sodas to here in in Kentucky yet, or Lexington.
We don't either.
Anyway.
I haven't been inside a Walmart since before I bought a mystery box the last time. So
I
I
don't
wouldn't
think we
know.
will get them here, personally. When I have them on a table for sale, people look at them and say, what flavor are they? So people here don't know what the hell they are. I don't think we'll ever get them here.
Yeah, I've seen one soda in the wild in Columbia, and that was at a GameStop. And then the last weekend we went to Columbia, and there was actually a couple of sodas in Hot Topic. Other than that, I've never even seen one. Yeah. You might want to clip this for, future proof.
right. So I'm going to need evidence someday. I will also say to that point, though, I have had that shop open a case, put them on the shelf. I have bought all 6 and then opened until I got the chase and then sold the common sealed on a whatnot auction and opened it, and it was another chase.
Wow.
Really?
Yep. I sold it. I told them, everybody in front, I'm like, this is a common. I'm 99.9% sure. It's still sealed, so I can't be 100% sure. But I already pulled the chase from this case. So this is a common. Sold it, ripped it, chase.
Wow.
Holy shit. It was crazy.
Nice.
Wow.
I should go check out. I should go bite the bullet and go check out Walmart and Target around here. See what they got. I'm just
I'm
curious.
going to go to Walmart tomorrow.
I might go tonight. No, no shot.
No, you're not.
So, Charles, you got 2 dirty hands.
Yep.
What else are you going to be doing on your channel?
I do a lot of Amazon mystery boxes right now. eBay. We sell on eBay. We may be starting up on Drip Shop Live. I have that interview on Thursday nights to chat with them. Forget about that other platform that's over there. Yeah, but yeah, I just try to do as much as I can and spread it out. Like Ryan said, I'm a variety YouTuber. So you never know what you're gonna see me do or see me post. Trust me, it's weird. And then
Randy,
we got Let's Chat with Veterans too. So.
Yeah. Randy, do you see anything do you see yourself doing anything outside of Funko? And I mean, would you continue on with the autograph stuff and things like that if you
that and the Pokemons, I've really gotten into those pretty good. So
you gotta say their name.
yeah, well,
I have an idea for a Pokemon video. Is I want to do like a pack, but then have the AI actually pronounce them correctly.
That'd be crazy.
But some of the official pronunciations these are even worse than any things that people come up with.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can absolutely imagine.
Yeah, it's a Pokemon. That's can't. What's a Pokemon? Okay, that seems to be another avenue that a lot of the panel members here have been doing.
Hmm.
Charles, you've done a few yourself, right?
Yeah, yeah. I won't show you the stack of unopened Pokemon cards because I got ridiculed for the hot boxes, but we don't. You guys don't want to see that either. So
How do you have a pack of Pokemon cards that you haven't ripped?
I still got 4 of these that I have
Toby's
not
got a nice
opened.
collection of that.
Jeremy, look up.
That's Christmas. That's Christmas.
Yeah,
That's
I got
actually not Christmas. That's Black Friday, November.
I still got 4 of those that I haven't opened.
You're killing me. Charles, I did not see. You got a bunch of Pokemon cards. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
It's crazy. And I got to tell you, Pokemon is way more valuable sealed than it is open. But, man, I am just a pack rip addict. I just can't not. I just can't not. I love the Pokemon stuff, and I enjoyed doing the videos, but it was the way I would do the videos was a lot of setup, a lot of time, and a lot of it was difficult. So if I do any more in the future, it's going to be more of this style where I'm doing it like
Yeah.
because setting up the multiple cameras and all that is kind of a nightmare. I have mad respect for the guys that do it on a regular basis.
yeah,
So one of the ideas that I have, kind of going back to the gaming aspect of mine, is I want to combine Funko and Pokemon. Now I have to figure out how I can set it up, and of course, when I'm going to find the time to be able to set aside to do this. But I want to do a Pokemon game, start to finish, but I can only use the Pokemon that I have Funkos of.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I've got a few pops, and I might have to play with the rules about some of the evolutions and how I can get it to work around. But that's one thing that I've been working around in my head to try to do as a series on the channel, kind of combine both the Funko and the Pokemon.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Sometime in the next 6 years, that'll come out. Giving you a heads up now.
Yeah, when YouTube's dead.
I saw an advertisement today for a YouTube competitor platform.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I can't remember what the name of it was, but they just said it was an app. So you might see some stuff popping up here before long about another option. Okay.
I am just like loving and enjoying collecting the sets and the binders. This has been such a work in progress for so long that is literally the only card that I'm missing, and it's on its way. So completing the sets and the challenge of opening packs, getting the cards, and then sourcing the cards when you don't, trading with other people to get the cards. I mean, to me, it's kind of the playground mentality of Pokemon. It wasn't so much playing the game as it was just having them, trading them with your friends, the trading card, or the trading game. So that's what I've been enjoying is collecting the Pokemon and doing that stuff. I don't know that I'll do any more videos because I'm going to do some other things, but
When you get that, you'll get that itch. You'll do it.
what? Somebody, what?
Thank you, nobody special.
Yeah, thank you, nobody special.
Clark Kent.
This is a series coming soon to a LSAPC near you. We're doing spray paint art.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So we got that, and I did this one as well. So we're going to do some of those. I thought it would be fun to showcase. Mitchie does all of Bailey's dance costumes, start to finish, sews it, buys the material, sews them, puts every individual stone and sequins and everything on them. So I thought it'd be funny to, or not funny, I thought it would be fun to do a, showcase her and the things that she's doing with that. And then also she does a lot of stuff with like shirts and mugs and whatever. And then I'm thinking about maybe even doing some Bob Ross style painting. And then I'm sure I'll be building some cutting boards or something in the backyard. And then there's always the cooking thing. I have this great vision of what I want to do for cooking, but it's not going to work anytime soon. So when I can make it happen, it will.
I'm going to help you make that happen.
Well, I appreciate that. That'd be awesome. And I'm going to start growing the afro, and I'll get the perm quickly. My hair has gotten super long, so I'll be able to perm it pretty quick. And yeah, it'll be looking good.
All right. So I guess we're getting pretty close here to the 2-hour mark. I think we've kind of hinted a little bit about the future of the group and the direction that we're going. A lot's changed with the dynamic of the group. People are going a lot of different ways. We're still here as a group, but going forward, we're not going to be on the Stable Clips channel. We have special guests coming on some of the people's channels. They need to be on their channels. So going forward, I would recommend that everybody here go to Instagram, follow LSAPC, follow Papa Missouri, follow Ryan Milky, because they're going to post who's going to be hosting that week and what channel it's going to be on.
Yep.
I think it'll, we've talked a lot about this. I think it'll help, highlight our, unique nature of each of us as individuals and what we do, and also give us a chance to help each other out in ways that, we can based on various things. So I'd like to get back into some more, I don't know. Anyway, Danny, you said it. I think it's just check Instagram. We will come up with a rotational schedule that makes sense and put it out there so that everybody knows every week where we're going to be.
Yep. I'll make sure I can do my best to make sure everybody knows by the start of the weekend or something where we're going to be on Tuesday and stuff, so everyone's got plenty of time to understand what's going on and where we're going to be and what's coming up. And yeah, it's going to be fun. But as we spoke in this live stream, the Horsemen always go through different changes and different iterations, but we're always going to still be here and doing things, and we're going to be around. So, check back in 6 months' time. We could have changed it around again and do something different.
So, Augie, at this point in time, yes. Kate, I am sure that your brother will let you know.
Good Lord, Kate, come on.
I would hope that you'd have his number and he can send you a text.
And Kate, if you're not already subscribed to Milky and Randy and Charles and Danny and AC, you should be, and we'll get you there. And Big Easy will be in the hot tub. And yes, Mark Schaefer, I will cook for F Cancer. You bet.
And no, this isn't the last week, Augie. It's just the last week on this channel.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I think what we set out a year ago to do, we were successful in so far. We're up over 100 subs on here. We've got a very consistent viewership base, and I have every confidence that you guys are going to follow whichever channel is going to be on that week. You've been great on this channel for the last year, and I thank you for showing up every week here. And we'll see you next week on somebody else's channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'd be it's going to be a change. It's going to be different. AC has put a lot into the Stable Clips channel. Unfortunately, things change. AC's got to focus on school and got a lot of things going on, and I'm glad that he's got all that stuff to do. Unfortunately, the internet doesn't out where he is doesn't allow him to post a lot of videos. So the clips, the stable clips themselves, have had to be put on the back burner. But I think that what we've done together as a community has been great, and I hope that that carries on no matter what we do, because we could always revisit this and come back to the stable clips in the future if that became the right thing to do. So right now we're just flowing with what's going on and making changes, and we love and support everybody that's on this panel, but obviously all of you guys in the chat as well, and we hope you'll be there with us as we continue to find our way. That's what the thumbnail was about. It was about who knows. Let's find our way. It's a long road, and we never know where to exit, where to turn, where to hit the brakes. But we wouldn't be doing any of this if it weren't for you guys, and I'm glad that you're all here, and I appreciate you.
So,
Definitely.
from the bottom of my heart to all of you, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, we will. Get to that.